and the wrestlers from Home on the Range.
Yes, Home on the Range.
Yes,
I did see that.
that's what you were
mention
gonna
that
say
too, yeah.
too. Hey everyone, Stormy Strike here, and in this video I'm going to be giving a quick review of Spirit Untamed, which we both just came out of the movies with. This is my mom, by the way, Marie. We both we both went and saw Spirit Untamed in theaters on Thursday night, and we both loved it. Yes?
Yes, I loved it.
You really loved it?
I really
Yes.
did.
It was really, really good. This is no spoilers right now. I may do a spoiler section at the end real quick, but this is mostly a no spoiler review, and I'll warn you if there's any spoilers. So overall, it was really good. I really liked everything about it pretty much. The animation was good. It was about what I expected. It's a lot more cinematic and beautiful compared to Spirit Riding Free, because that was a lot more low budget. So of course this Spirit Untamed is a lot more detail, a lot more textures, a lot more better lighting, all of that kind of stuff. It was really nice and I liked it. Character designs were awesome, I thought, for the most part. The horses I actually really like. I know some people don't like the new look of the horses, but I actually really like them. Spirit, I think, is so cute. I don't know. I know some people were saying they didn't like how big his neck looks, but I think he looks really cute.
I love the animation. I know I'd heard that some people didn't like the change from Spirit Riding Free, but I liked it. I thought it was really good, and I thought it was cinematic also. It was really good. I really liked that movie a lot. Kind of figured I'd know what to expect, but I actually loved it. It was much better than I even expected, and I love Spirit Riding Free, so and also with the animation, I thought it was very beautiful. The background, the colors,
the environments, that's a thing I want to mention. The environments are gorgeous.
Yeah, really gorgeous.
I love the whole wilderness and everything they do. It looks really nice and really pretty to look at. Just overall, very visually well done. The camera movements too, there were some really neat shots they did. Without spoiling it, but there's a couple really neat shots that are kind of different that I actually don't normally see.
Yeah,
especially in horse movies and stuff. There were some that I was like, oh my gosh, that was impressive. So visually, I think it is really cool. I know Lucky looks very different from her Spirit Riding Free counterpart as well, but I still think she looks cute. I think her eyes are still kind of a little ginormous for my own personal likingness, but I do overall think they're all really cute. The horses are cute. Boomerang and Chica-Linda are also really cute and adorable and really funny as well. We were laughing at a lot of what Chica-Linda and Boomerang were doing in the movie. I know Jim Prescott and Aunt Cora, they look a little different, and of course everybody sounds different because the entire Spirit Riding Free cast has been recasted. It actually wasn't too hard to get into the new cast after we started watching it, but at the very beginning it is kind of jarring if you're used to watching Spirit Riding Free, and then you suddenly hear all these other actors playing the characters. But all the voice acting was really well done, I think. I
thought it was really well done, and for the character design, honestly, I thought everybody looked better than... Of course, I love, like I said, the TV show is great, but I did like the new character designs and everything. All of them. I thought Prue was so pretty. All of them.
Really pretty, yeah.
Really pretty. And I loved... See, I like the big eyes. I know you don't. I love big eyes. So I love the way Lucky looks.
Yeah,
I think she's so cute. I think all of them are just adorable. And I absolutely adore Senior Carrots with his big head and his little body. It's just so freaking...
Senior Carrots. So cute. And, oh my gosh, Snips. Is that his name? Yes, Snips. Snips and Senior Carrots are in there. Snips does have a different character design, and so does Senior Carrots. He's really adorable. His design is kind of jarring if you haven't seen him and you're used to the other Senior Carrots. It's like, whoa, what happened to Senior Carrots? But he's really cute. He looks, if you guys have seen my recent review of the Spirit Riding Free toys, those little minis, those little Spirit minis, that's basically what Senior Carrots looks like. This little stubby heads and big giant head. It's so cute.
Super cute, yeah. So
definitely don't take this movie from a realistic standpoint, It's supposed to be fun and kind of fantastical and
it has
adorable,
to be.
And animation's a medium. It's kind of good that it's not just completely realistic, I think. It's good that it's a little more, I don't know, fantastical, I felt like, but not over the top. There's something I want to talk about in a spoiler section, kind of. There's something in the trailer that I kind of analyzed before and was like, this is kind of unrealistic, but there's kind of an explanation for that in the actual movie. So anyway, do you want to mention editing? Overall, editing stuff was good. The pacing of the film was good. There was kind of one part towards the end-ish, middle-ish, that I thought was a little fast-paced, personally. I kind of felt like that was like a time thing, though. Like, I could kind of tell that this was something where they were just having to trim seconds off of the movie, you know, to try and hit a specific runtime or something. So that was the only really pacing part, though, I had an issue with. It is paced very differently from the Spirit Riding Free first episode. If you've watched that one and you thought that Spirit and Lucky went not knowing each other to being best friends right away, the movie does do a lot better job with that whole aspect. That might be kind of a spoiler, sort of not, but I think I do need to mention that because I know some people did not like that at all in Spirit Riding Free. But it's different in the movie. The movie is different from Spirit Riding Free. They kind of explore their relationship a lot differently. If you've watched Spirit Riding Free and didn't like it, I would say to give this a chance. I would recommend giving it a chance because it's a little different. Not to rag on Spirit Riding Free at all, because, you know, I love that too. But the movie is different from that, so I would give it a chance. Just, you know it's not going to be exactly like Spirit Selling the Cimarron. I know that's a lot of what's keeping a lot of people, I think, getting hold up on this movie, is that they want Spirit Selling the Cimarron. Again, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry to tell you this. It's not going to happen. We're not going to get another perfect movie like Spirit Selling the Cimarron. It's not going to happen, okay?
And it's not trying to be either.
Yeah, it's not trying to be Spirit Selling the Cimarron. It is something different, so just go into it thinking you're watching a horse movie that's just kind of it does have some inspiration and some Easter eggs, which I'm going to maybe mention in a minute here. There are some Easter eggs, nothing really major, but there is some little Easter eggs here and there. If you're watching, you'll probably catch a couple of them. I would say definitely would recommend it, you know, if you're on the fence, definitely see it. And I would recommend seeing it in theaters if you can, if you feel comfortable doing that, or if you can, you know. I think it does look a lot better on the big screen. Yeah. I miss watching big movies on the big screen. We haven't been to the movie theaters in way long time.
It was real cute because they were young girls and they were clapping and they were really excited and they really loved it. It has a lot of heart. I was really invested in the story. I was rooting for them. I love the character design. Like I said, get back to it. I love I thought they were just so cute, all of them. The soundtrack, I think, is really good. I really enjoy the music in it. Yeah, in fact, I was telling her we've got to get the soundtrack.
So we're in the movie theater too because they played some previews, of course, before, and of course because this is a movie geared towards kids. It had kids movies before this one, showing trailers for all those movies. They didn't look very good. I feel like, I mean, they're fine for kids, all big budget kids animated movies except for one of them, but they all just felt generic, you know. This one does have some heart, and yes, it is kind of, some might consider it more generic compared to, like, again, Spirit Selling the Cimarron. We have new generations of horse girls, you know, coming in. We want to encourage horse-related media and stuff.
Absolutely. When I was a kid, I would have loved a movie like this.
I would have too. That's the thing.
It's really sweet, and it has good heart, and you're rooting for them. And I love the diversity, and it doesn't feel forced. Yeah. That's another thing, that it doesn't feel forced, and it's nice. It's really nice to see. So
sometimes I see a lot of things like really pushing overly hard, like the girl power motto. And this does have that. It's, you know, we have all three main characters that are all female. Very much girl power and powering girls doing things, but it's not like beat you over the head with it. It's just
and they never one time say adventure. Girl power or anything like that.
No, it's not cliche like that.
Yeah, it's not cliche at all. They're tough girls.
Yeah, they're tough girls, and not again.
They don't hit you over the head with it.
Spoiler thing, but I'll get to it in a minute. For what it is kind of grounded. Like, there's a sequence that is kind of a little more unrealistic, of course. Again, it is animation, fantastical. It's not super realistic, but it is.
And who wants to watch completely realistic anyway? I mean,
if you like horses, if you like Spirit Riding Free, if you like Spirit Riding Free, then you have to see this. Even if you're a little off about
Spirit Riding Free for sure.
Yeah, if you're off about the new design and look, just go see it anyway. You're gonna really like it because it's still Abigail, Lucky, and Prue. They're all still themselves. Abigail still is Abigail, and Prue still Prue. You know. Of course, we don't get as much time to explore those characters in one movie compared to the entire series, but they're all kind of still their characters from the show. They're a little different, of course, but yeah. So if you're a Spirit Riding Free fan, you definitely need to see it. If you're a Spirit Son of the Cimarrons fan, it's not tied heavily into Spirit. Try to go and see it as just a new horse movie, and
yeah,
give
just
it a
something
chance.
another experience.
There's different ways to look at movies too. Like this one, it's not Academy Award nominee stuff like the original Spirit or Pixar Toy Story. It's just supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a story about horses and girls.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was good, really good.
the
I
director,
loved it.
I know a lot of people involved with this were horse people, so that was, you could tell kind of from a lot of stuff that these people did know about horses. It wasn't like someone going in not knowing anything about horses and doing this movie. It has some good humor in it too.
Yeah, it has a good amount of humor, which I enjoyed. It, yeah.
All right, so I think that about covers it for non-spoilers. I do want to mention a few spoilery things. If you do not want to be spoiled and you haven't seen the movie yet, then please click off this video, and I'll hopefully see you in another one of my Spirit videos. Be sure to subscribe and check out my Spirit playlist, because I have a bunch of Spirit videos, and I have plans to do a lot more Spirit videos in the future and stuff. So yeah, check that out. Now on to spoiler review. Okay, so the one thing I keep mentioning is that in the trailer, there's a moment where Lucky is up on a train and she's like karate chopping, wah, the bandit wrestler guys. That part was in a dream sequence. It wasn't actually happening, which makes so much more sense and makes it so much better, because when I was watching that trailer and doing my video of the trailer, which if you haven't seen that, you can watch it too, and I'll have the link in the description. But I was like, oh, okay, Lucky's doing these kung fu move things. When did she learn to do all this? It was a dream. It was in her head. She thought she was doing all that stuff. So it wasn't the actual real life thing that happens. It makes so much more sense. Some of the stuff that happens in the trailer, the trailers can make your expectations different from what the actual movie is. So just keep that in mind. Although, if you're watching this, you've either already watched it or you're okay with spoilers. Another spoiler thing I wanted to talk about was the ending. The ending was a lot different than what I expected. If you've already watched it, you know what happens, but in case you didn't and just want to hear the spoilers, Spirit does not stay with Lucky at the end. He actually does go off with his herd, kind of a lot like Little Creek and Spirit at the end of the original Spirit Son of the Cimarron. They both kind of say their goodbyes. They want to be together, but Spirit needs to be with his herd. She needs to be with hers. So it's this nice little goodbye. But I'm sure if they end up doing a sequel or something, Spirit will come back and see Lucky. But it was different, because I was really expecting it to be like in Spirit Riding Free, where Spirit's like, nah, I'm just gonna stay here, I guess. Mm-hmm. But no, he was like, I gotta go with my herd in this place that looks a lot like Homeland in the first Spirit movie. Oh my gosh, the whole environment was just so gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. It really was. I do have something to share that I thought was really neat, or I really enjoyed at the beginning, when Lucky was a very young toddler with her dad, and she had the bowl of strawberries, and they were watching her mom perform and everything. I just thought that was such a subtle yet beautiful way they showed, like, you knew something happened to the mom, but you didn't know what. And when the strawberry bowl fell and everything went dark, I thought that was really good for a very sad thing to have happened. It was a very beautiful way to tell it. I was really impressed with that. I thought, oh, that's just really good. And at first, I was thinking, well, what? The dad left her there for 10 years? Yeah. What? I was kind of like, why? Who says that a dad can't raise their child? But I understood when he explained that he didn't want anything to happen to her, and he didn't feel like he could keep her safe. So I thought, oh, okay, they kind of explained that, and I like that.
And to build on the about the opening scene, that was really good too, because there was like talking in it, but it was a scene that could have played out with zero dialogue, and it would have worked. It would have told everything it needed to say. And if you know anything about studying film and stuff, you know that scenes that do not have dialogue, that are able to still tell you everything visually, is always really important. That's always kind of a goal of film, is to not just tell you stuff, to actually be able to show it. So that was a really nice opening sequence that they did. I did want to mention that there is no Spirit and Rain cameos. Again, if you watched the movie, you probably already knew, unless you were like, were they there and I just missed them? No, there was definitely no Spirit or Rain. I did hear a while ago, I believe it was for the movie, I heard a rumor from someone I know that Spirit and Rain were going to make an appearance in it, but they did not. I'm guessing maybe that was actually just for that little cartoon short thing on YouTube with Spirit and Rain. Maybe we'll see them someday in the future. I don't know, though. According to the director, this spirit is supposedly not the original spirit's son, but technically his grandson, which is different. Spirit Writing Free specifically has it as his son, but then I guess they're making it his grandson in this. I don't know. It doesn't really matter too much because it doesn't have anything to do with the plot of the movie or anything, but thought I'd mention it because a lot of people are hoping for Spirit and Rain cameos, and I was hoping for it too. But no, they don't show up in this. And if it is the case that this is the grandson of Spirit, they probably aren't going to show up again or show up in any of these Spirit movies if they do more. I hope they do more. I hope they do another Spirit
Yeah, it was really
Untamed.
good. I'd love to see a follow-up.
Some Easter eggs I'll mention in case you missed them. There's not a whole lot, at least not that I caught. I know I mentioned some already in the trailer analysis video I already did, so I'm not going to really go over those ones again, and those are mostly just pointing out different things like, oh, Homeland, for example, looks a lot like Homeland from the first Spirit movie. The whole environment, it just looks a lot alike. It's not exactly the same, but it is very close. So I'd like to hope that it is the same spot as in Spirit Selling the Cimarron. That'd be kind of cool. There is the whole kind of corral scene. Lots of like little Easter eggs, very brief shots that are kind of the same from the movie. For example, one point Spirit turns his butt towards Lucky. It's just like when Spirit turns his butt towards Little Creek in Spirit Selling the Cimarron. That kind of whole relationship plays out a little bit like Spirit Selling the Cimarron with Lucky and Spirit, and then Little Creek and Spirit. And like another thing was the water, when the wrestlers weren't going to give Spirit water. Again, like the first one, the Colonel took away food and water from Spirit to try and break him and stuff. So kind of a callback to that. The wrestlers, I did want to mention, they kind of remind me of a cross between the wrestlers from the first Spirit Selling the Cimarron and the wrestlers from Home on the Range.
Yes,
yes,
that's
what you were going to say, too.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep, the Home on the Range wrestlers. Yep.
And the whole time watching, like, these remind me so much of Alameda Slim and the other wrestlers.
Yep.
So the main wrestler guy, he reminded me a lot of Alameda Slim, and like his voice kind of reminded me of it too. Their whole look and how they acted reminded me a lot of the wrestlers from Home on the Range.
Yep.
I'm surprised you
too.
got that too.
Yep, I got that too. I was just going to say it right before you said it was Home on the Range.
Home on the Range, yeah. That wasn't a bad thing. That was a good thing.
No, it's a good thing. Yeah, it's funny.
And I know a lot of people don't like Home on the Range, which I don't understand because I think it's a really fun movie.
And the soundtrack was so fun.
It was
a
fun.
fun
We love
soundtrack,
the
really fun.
Join Up song.
Yeah, that's cute.
I like that a lot. I don't know why, but it was just like that automatically reminded me of like, oh, this would be so cute to play at horse camp or something. Like it's just very fun, kind of horse campy vibe song. It was so good. Well, I guess that about wraps it up. If you've made it to this far in the video, let me know in the comments what you thought about Spirit Untamed, if you saw it. If you haven't seen it yet, let me know if maybe this review maybe changed your mind and maybe you're going to give it a chance. That'll be all for this video. Be sure to check out my Spirit franchise playlist. I have all kinds of videos from Spirit Writing Free to talking about Spirit Untamed to the original Spirit Selling the Cimarron. And of course, if you want to see more Spirit stuff and horses and collecting and all those kinds of things, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Again, I am planning on doing more Spirit stuff, so keep an eye out for those videos. And we will see you in the next video, or I will for sure. And hopefully she'll see you in another video too.
Yep,
Bye.
hopefully I'll be back for another one.
Yep. Have an awesome day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.